Canucks absolutely schooled the Blues. I know St. Louis was on the second end of a back.
When you're watching this might not have been yesterday.
But still, man, they had their number one goalie in net, who's been very good to start.
Especially when I'm watching this. This could have been yesterday.
Days off before their first game of the road trip against Winnipeg, so they can't really use the excuse of, oh, they were tired.
But I think it's like...
I said it a few videos ago.
But he could have been recording it like last week. So, yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to be continuing the NHL picks from October to the end of the season, like the end of the playoffs.
Franchise, you need to have minimum 2 of these things. You can win without all of them, but you need at least 2 of them. An elite number 1 center, an elite number 1 defenseman, or at least a guy who's clearly the number 1 D-man who can take all that responsibility and do all that heavy lifting. Unbelievable scoring depth, like I'm talking your first line to your fourth line.
Are we talking about St. Louis? Because if we are, let's talk about Reba.
An elite or star goalie, but I've seen too many Darcy Kempers, Aiden Hills, Matt Murray's win the Stanley Cup. Like, I think you can get by with a guy who's just good. The Canucks seem to have most, if not all of that, man. I mean, Pettersson is an elite number 1 centerman, no questions asked. Quinn Hughes is an elite number 1 D-man, also no questions asked. Thatcher Demko is a starting goaltender in this league who, when he wants to, he can play great. And the team definitely looks like it's got some scoring depth up and down its lineup. Like, if you can get some help from guys like Lafferty, Beauvillier, Garland, Suter, Hoglander all year, that's going to be huge for this team. And Canucks fans just have to be laughing right now, dude. I mean, the Flames and Oilers are absolutely spiraling. They're 2 biggest rivals, and the Flames in particular couldn't even get a goal against the Blues, and then the very next night the Canucks slapped 5 on them. And like I said, Binnington is having a great start to the season. He didn't get the shutout against Calgary. He was out for the 5 spot against the Canucks. And coming into the season, the Oilers are probably looked at as Canada's best hope for a Stanley Cup, and the Canucks have 4 more wins than them in the same amount of games played. And trust me, I've seen it all over social media. Canucks fans are enjoying this right now, where their 2 biggest rivals are spiraling completely, and they're in a really good spot. Like, the Oilers would kill for a guy like Thatcher Demko or even Quinn Hughes right now. And the Flames, dude, for Elias Pettersson, that franchise would sell its soul right now for a player like that. Look, things could and probably will change as the season goes along, right? Especially the Oilers. Looks like they're in a slump that they could get out of. The Flames just look bad. But the one thing I won't budge on is that I don't think this is just a hot streak for the Canucks. I think they're actually good. Of course, I want to know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you want...
Okay, I'm going to get my thoughts because he wants me to place it in the comments, so maybe I should do that. But anyway.
Two more Canucks videos. Make sure you like this video.
Yeah, like to say, like, subscribe, and comment down below for more content like this. Not the end of the video, so don't leave yet. I see you clicking up the video. Please do not. Okay, anyway. Oh, man. I feel like they're gonna be like a number 2 next season, and 3 the year after that, and maybe like a 2 again in the years after. But right now, I think they're gonna light up the league. I think they're either gonna be a wild card for the playoffs. I think they're going to either make the playoffs or be a wild card in the playoffs. I don't think they can carry it to the Stanley Cup playoffs, but I think they'll be able to wiggle their team into a wild card spot in the playoffs. But anyway, Pettersson and everyone, I haven't seen a single game with them in it. But, yeah, Vancouver's doing good right now. What is a Canuck? And we're going to find out when Vancouver might hoist the Stanley Cup this year. I am not certain about that, but that it could happen. Yeah, anyway, bye. Wait.